couple of Entombs and some other reanimation cards, like, is pretty minimal. So I feel like that is a possibility you probably have to respect, or if you're not very tuned into the metagame, could be a problem. Opening hands right here. I don't know if there are any lands, but Jacque's hand, I did see a Forcible and a Daze.
Okay.
So he's going to like that. If he has lands to play spells with, then he's probably going to be keeping.
Yeah, having multiple pieces of counter magic against Reanimator seems pretty good.
Mm-hmm. See another Goyf and a Psychic Frog as well. Getting a little concerned he doesn't have a land now, but we'll find out in just a second.
Looks like he kept his hand, so I'm guessing he has lands.
That's good. So we know he's going to be on the play, right?
Yes, he should be on the play. Assuming he took the play. Yeah, assuming he chose the play, which I assume he did.
I think I would.
Yeah, it's probably a good call. Okay, so Quincy's going to 6, and I think he's keeping with 6.
Yeah, puts away the Thoughtseize. Kind of a smart play.
Yeah, on the draw.
Right.
Against a non-combo deck, that seems perfectly fine.
See an Underground Sea, Force of Will,
right into another Goyf. All right.
Oh, he's got another Thoughtseize. That's a pretty good reason to not play the first one.
Yeah, should watch over here. This is delayed. Let me do this.
Oh, okay.
So I don't. This one's a few seconds ahead.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quincy's going to go ahead and drop an Underground Sea into his own... Oh, he did keep a Thoughtseize right there.
See, it's ahead, yeah.
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 Look at us. And... Are you going to tweak the...
There we go. Now we can't see it.
Okay.
All right. So we got a Thoughtseize and running into a Daze. All right.
Right.
Jacque's protecting his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Also getting an instant in the graveyard.
Yep. Doesn't
seem terrible.
Yeah. I like it. I know he has another Forcible in hand, so this is probably going to be just him trying to keep Quincy in the dark.
Just get in for 1.
Yeah.
All right. He's got 19 turn clock.
Yeah. I don't know why people play this card. It's for 1, 20 turn clock.
I know.
We can do better.
Yeah. It's like that Delver of Secrets card that hit for 1 because you never flip it.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
Big draw from Quincy. I think he got the Psychic Frog just now.
Okay. That's a good draw.
We're going to have to see if Jacque has an answer to this. I believe he had Quincy has a Fatal Push for sure.
He
does. He looks like he's going to pass. He's not going to play out the Psychic Frog.
Maybe he doesn't want to plow it into a Daze.
Mm-hmm.
He just hold on. Maybe he just pushes the Nether Goyf here.
Yeah. Draw for Jacque is a Fatal Push. I don't know if he realizes how good that's going to be, but plays an Underground Sea for the turn. Moves to attack right here. Going to come in for another 1. These chip
Poke
points
him.
These chip points of damage may come in at
Hey,
the end.
how many times have you won a game of Magic by 1 life?
More than I can count.
Yep. So we're getting ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it looks like he's got cantrips and some lands.
And here comes the frog.
Yeah. Frog time. Okay. Yeah, and Quincy has the Fatal Push. So
did you see Jacque's playmat earlier? He's got a very Houston playmat. It's a Psychic Frog hanging from the Be Someone bridge.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah. Kind of sad we're using the Asgard Games mats now because that's a pretty sweet mat.
Oh, those are all right too.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and I assume this frog is going to get pushed as well.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
Now let's see if Quincy chooses to fight. No, he doesn't. I think that's right.
Force of Will, Troll, and Fetch Land.
Okay.
So
he couldn't fight.
He couldn't fight over it. Yeah. And this hand is very awkward on his part.
Okay. I thought I saw another blue card in there.
Yeah. I'd be a little bit worried
if
I was
blue card. A little awkward, but he's gonna cycle Troll.
Mm-hmm. Undercity Sewer probably the pickup.
That well, if he wants to cycle Troll, he can't get Undercity Sewer.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yep.
But he's gonna. Okay, so he's not as worried about getting the Troll in the bin right now, which makes sense. He doesn't have the Reanimate spell.
Yeah. 4 cards in hand.
Very much appreciate
Jacque,
that.
if you're watching this broadcast, thank you. We really appreciate that you put the die down and tell us how many cards you have.
Yeah, that's very helpful.
Yeah. Although, to be honest, it's probably just for his opponent, not for us.
Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah. I'm going to assume it's for us, and he's just being a nice guy.
Thanks, Jacque.
Yeah.
Sorry you couldn't
He's a nice dude, so.
Couldn't bring your playmat onto coverage.
Yeah.
What are we looking at right there?
I couldn't tell what that was.
Yeah, but he's going to keep it either way.
Yeah.
Oh, Animate Dead.
Animate Dead. Okay. I thought it was Grizzlebrand, and I was like, he doesn't have Grizzlebrand, so I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah.
Okay, so now he can...
Might bring back the frog, but it's...
Well, he could cycle Troll and reanimate the Troll.
That's true.
I don't... I think Jacque has a Force of Will, so I don't think this is going to go through, but you don't play this deck to sit there timidly and not cast your Animate Dead, right?
Right. And once you have the troll in the graveyard, every other reanimation spell you draw is going to be live, so...
The only other thought is you wait until you draw a blue card so that you can try and turn your Force of Will on.
Right. Try and fight over it.
But we'll see if Quincy decides to swing or not. He's swinging.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah, just going to jam. He knows he's a little bit further behind. Quincy.
Yeah, Quincy's definitely flooding.
Yep. I mean, that's what happens when you mold a 6, right? Like, the universe just keeps kicking you.
Yep.
Okay. Jacque looks like he Force of Will pitching... Oh, did he force?
He
so,
countered,
right?
so yeah, I think he
pitching
forced.
counter.
Yep. And there it is, the Emperor of Bones!
Card is very
Oh, he is going to eat that troll.
good. Yeah.
Man, I was expecting this. Second I saw the matchup, I was like, I just want to see Emperor of Bones snag something. I was hoping for an Atraxa, but looks like it's going to be a troll.
Yeah. And Quincy's, down to 13 now. Oh,
And
Metamorphosis Fanatic is very good.
Oh, he just miracled it.
Just miracled it.
The problem is, he lost his troll, so I think he probably brings back...
Psychic
Wait, is
Frog?
it not a ETB trigger?
I think he can, yeah. He could have brought back the Psychic Frog. Maybe chose not to.
I don't know why you'd choose not to. Yeah, enters.
So could have brought back the Psychic Frog, but maybe decided
What happened? What happened to the Psychic Frog? Is it in there? It's right there.
It's right there.
I wonder why he opted not to do that.
He missed it.
Okay.
I mean, shucks, he's going to have to settle for
Yeah.
his 4/4 lifelinker, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
hey, a lifelink in Frog's pretty scary. And he
Yeah.
adapts.
Activation from the...
We got... Yep, and he's going to eat the frog, too.
Yeah. Activation from the Emperor of Bones right here means the Troll's going to come back for a turn, and he gets to swing with his 4/4 Emperor of Bones.
Yep.
Yep.
And yeah, he gets he's going to hit for 6 anyway with that troll.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got a block.
Gains 4, loses 6.
Metamorphosis Fanatic a 4/4, really?
It's a 4/4, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a 2/2.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't look at the text beyond Miracle Reanimate things with lifelink. It's just the rest of the card just didn't
Right.
matter to me.
It
Yeah.
didn't have to be a creature, but
Yep.
it is. Yeah. Yeah. So Jacque's stabilizing off of that one pretty well. That Metamorphosis Fanatic getting a little bit scary. Happens to run straight into the Emperor of Bones. You know,
We got
comes a turn later.
Thoughtseize.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just going to get the force, but...
Right. You
No.
could hardcast
Oh, and
it.
Quincy grabbed another land. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, now at this point, he can hardcast a Metamorphosis Fanatic, even if he, it isn't a miracle, so... Of course, he doesn't have any dudes in the art, except another Metamorph. That'd be fun. If you could Fanatic into Fanatic into Fanatic into Atraxa or something, that's
Combo.
the dream right there. Yeah.
Coming in for 3 right here. Still sort of a scary spot for Jacque, but he's played this really well so far.
I mean, this deck's so explosive. You always just got to be thinking this is,
Yeah.
I don't know what he's got in hand.
Petty Theft.
That helps.
Yeah, Petty Theft from
Yeah.
Quincy.
Yeah.
Will definitely.
Oh,
give
sorry.
him
I
a
thought you meant for Jacque.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
The Petty Theft's nice. Yep.
Yeah, on Jacque's side, I really don't know. He
Yeah, he gets a little bit more mana.
keeps him pretty close to his chest. Yeah, another Goyf doing work, though.
Another Goyf just beats. It's amazing that it's like almost a Tarmogoyf just for 1 mana with upside. Remember when Tarmogoyf was like the best thing you could be doing? Merfolk used to splash
Yeah.
green for Tarmogoyf.
Yeah.
And now it's like, it's just, it's not even on the radar.
Since then, it's... I would like to point out again, Grizzlebrand has been power crept out of the format. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A flying life linking Yawgmoth's bargain is just not good enough anymore. That's where we're at. Okay, so
Yeah.
we're gonna petty theft the Nethergoyf. Makes sense. Gain a little tempo.
Yeah, you can't fight
Yep.
over... I don't think you fight over this, though. There's no world
Yeah,
in which
no.
you want to.
And Quincy's got all the mana, so like he can probably now just cast the Brazen Borrowed into turn too in order to have the dude in play.
Yeah. But as Jacque, you're just not concerned, even if
No, you're not worried about
he
that.
starts attacking with the Brazen Borrower. Yeah, you're going to outrace him.
He's got 5.5 turns, and Quincy has 2.5 turns. So
Right.
yeah,
Do see a Force of Will in his hand. Don't know if there's a blue card there, but yeah, definitely prefer in
Not
Jacque's
sure.
spot at this point.
I think he's got what 3-4 cards.
One of them I think was a Fatal Push too. So Force Fatal Push.
Bam.
And then,
Okay. Yeah.
a blank or maybe.
Feels like he's in pretty good shape. The Emperor Bones coming through.
yeah,
that
card is
was
incredible.
some gas. We
Quincy-
got an animate dead.
Quincy opting not to even cast the Brazen Borrower.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe didn't want to run into days, but I feel like at some point
I think you
have
just
to,
cast
you
it.
have to try.
All right, so he has now. we got to remember the text. What's the text on? Is it any graveyard on Metamorphosis Fanatic? From your graveyard.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was wondering if you could animate dead it. It comes into play and animates the Psychic Frog from Jacque's graveyard and get 2 dudes for 1, but it has to be his graveyard.
Right, and it is ETB, not a cast, so that's kind of cool. But
Yeah, so they can chain.
Yep, Jacque's having none of it. Gonna go ahead and force a will to animate dead. Says I don't want to deal with the 4/4 lifelinker. 3/4, I guess. Gonna draw and cast a Brainstorm for the turn.
You got another Nethergoyf, Wasteland, Mishra's Bauble. I think that was.
This Wasteland's kind of comical.
Yeah, I think I just don't waste him. You just hold it. You want the mana more, right? Mm-hmm. Unless you want to keep him off hard casting Metamorphosis Fanatic, but you know.
Yeah, it doesn't seem great.
Yeah, it's not the best.
Yeah,
not good value there. Oh, yeah, Mishra's Bubble ups the Nethergoyf.
That is big.
And that puts him on
that
puts him on lethal watch here.
Down to 3. I gotta imagine this is the other Nethergoyf right here. Yeah.
Yep. Now it's 2 dudes. Right. Okay. So Quincy's gonna cast his Brazen Bar, but that can only block creatures with flying, so he can't chump one with it. Okay.
Just thinking, maybe another Surveil Lands. Might want to crack a fetch. Or something.
I think Quincy's on the end of his turn trying to decide if he wants to fetch, and Jacque's waiting to draw.
Yeah. Off of the bobble trigger. Okay. Yeah.
And he's gonna scoop it up. Okay.
What is he looking for at that point? Probably just.
I
forgot how much mana he had.
I mean, I guess if you imagine you find
the Fanatic.
The Fanatic, yeah. Then you can grab the other Fanatic, and all of a sudden you have 2/4/4 lifelinkers in play. That's pretty good.
Yeah. This deck is scary, man.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Jacque was, had every answer for everything, and at the end of it, he was still just,
Yep.
Still had to work to cross the finish line.
All right, so from Quincy's side, he's got Barrowgoyfs. And do you bring Barrowgoyfs in? Maybe you do. And I'm wondering if he boards out the Atraxa Archon package or not. He could board out all the Entombs, knowing that Jacque has quite a bit of graveyard hate, especially because with those Emperors plus whatever he's going to bring in. He might opt to board the Reanimator package out. I'm not sure, though. I feel like that's kind of your advantage. Otherwise, you're just a worse version of Jacque's deck, right?
Right. Sounds kind of appealing to lean harder into the combo. I think on the play, I would definitely lean in that direction. But once you get to game 3, it might be a little bit, a little bit tougher of a call to make. Yeah, Jacque, on the other hand, I think has a pretty clear-cut sideboard plan. Definitely going to be bringing in graveyard hate. Definitely going to be bringing in combo hates. I mean, he's got to love his position right now. Probably wasn't favored game 1, but definitely won it in convincing fashion.
Yeah.
And then
so he's gonna bring in those Dark Betrayals for sure. That kills everything in Quincy's deck. Do you bring in Force of Negation? Probably, right?
I think I would.
Yeah. Reanimate.
Yeah.
Reanimate's pretty good. Although notably, it doesn't hit the. I can never remember the name of that card. Fanatic. You can't hit the Fanatic, and that's one of his reanimation spells. But go for the Throat. Same thing. He's got a Grafdigger's Cage in the board as well. You gotta bring that in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. +2 main deck Nihil Spellbombs. Like he is.
He's got a lot for this.
Right. I would be surprised if he drops.
So
two
what
more
do you
games after
cut
this.
from his side? Do you consider losing Murktides here? Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe some number of Murktide.
We're in this position where his whole deck feels pretty strong here.
You could probably cut like a Dismember, for example. I can see worlds in which that wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Still hits Frog, which is nice, but it's.
You can cut Daze. You're on the draw, but you're also against the combo deck. It doesn't seem the best. You know what he might cut is Wasteland.
Oh, interesting.
Did you just cut your Wastelands?
Yeah. I mean, if Quincy keeps flooding as hard as he is, he's not going to need them, right?
Right. He doesn't need that much mana, and he's got basics. You can consider just cutting the Wastelands. Yeah.
So, might have a problem of too many relevant cards to bring in, which is usually a good spot to be in.
So, Quincy can bring in Fatal Pushes. Does he bring in Unlicensed Hearse? Maybe?
Yeah, I think it's tough. Again,
you're against the Nethergoyf deck. You could blank his Nethergoyfs hard.
This is the problem that I think a lot of people are running into when they play against Jacque, where they feel like they might need to bring in their graveyard hate.
Yeah.
I think the Hearse is not bad here, but if you're a combo deck, bringing in graveyard hate
feels a little weird.
It does feel weird. Yeah.
The other option is Bowmaster. I don't know if that's. I mean, he's got Brainstorms and Ponders, but he doesn't have a lot of 1 toughness. There's nothing really for the Bowmaster to shoot at.
Right.
So I'm kind of thinking, I'm kind of thinking if I'm Quincy, I'm just bringing in the fatal pushes and calling it a day.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd agree. But looks like Quincy, I see an underground sea and a ponder. I feel like you keep that.
I mean, yeah, it seems reasonable. Yeah, I think I see a frog there.
Yeah. As well as
And
the
I
Thoughtseize.
thought I saw an entomb.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's a Thoughtseize, not an entomb.
Looks like this is a mulligan.
Oh, that was a mulligan. So he's putting an underground sea back. See, he's not worried about the mana count either. I think that's why from Jacque's side you want to cut the wastelands.
Yeah.
But Quincy will lead on Thoughtseize. That seems like what you want to do. Yeah, Nile Spellbomb, Nethergoyf. This is interesting. All right.
This is a good opening hand right here.
This is a very strong opening hand. I'm wondering if I take Nethergoyf here.
Strong argument for it. Obviously, it depends on the texture of the hand, but if he's ready to send up an Entomb Reanimate, you just take the Spellbomb and... I
right.
mean,
It kind of depends what Quincy has, right? Yeah. If he's sitting on like Troll Reanimate, yeah, just take the Spellbomb.
It's like Jeff was saying earlier on the broadcast. Like you get a lot of information as the person casting Thoughtseize, but
you do, yeah.
You know, the person on the receiving end of the Thoughtseize, you know, if
yeah,
you
they receive some information too.
They get
Yeah.
some information
So
as
he's
well.
got. I think I see an island.
Yeah, the Fanatic, the Metamorphosis Fanatic as well.
Fanatic, yeah, that's not a good opening hand card, but it's a card.
Yeah.
And I can't see what the other one is. He's got two more.
Okay.
Okay, so he's going to take the
Take the
Spellbomb.
Spellbomb.
So he's going to try and combo here. He's not going to try and play defense.
I think whatever.
But it really hits the tempo of Jacque's hand if he does take
To the Nethergoyf?
Nethergoyf, so I think it
Yeah.
was a reasonable take,
Right.
especially if you don't have the combo.
Whatever you take between Nethergoyf and Nile Spellbomb, I think Jacque will play the other one turn one.
Yeah.
There's no world in which you're running out the Ponder. Yeah, so this is... Oh, wow.
All right.
That surprises me. Okay.
Yeah,
so
maybe he's just looking for...
Yeah, Quincy telegraphing that he's
counter-magic.
ready to go for the combo
So yeah, he's looking for counter magic.
by taking the Nile Spellbomb. So then Jacque is forced to ponder for counter magic. Presumably finds that he doesn't shuffle. I think he found a Brainstorm off the top. So that's interesting. He pondered instead of playing Nethergoyf, but also did not keep counter magic on top.
So Woodrow says definitely bring in Barrowgoyf. From which side here? From Jacque's side or Quincy's side? Or both?
I think Quincy would want to bring them in for sure. Jacque maybe.
Yeah.
So.
I'm thinking if Quincy cuts the Reanimator package, that's definitely bringing in Barrowgoyf, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he did. I'm guessing the fact he took the Nile Spellbomb kind of tells me he didn't.
Jacque found a Grafdigger's Cage, by the way. So
Oh, man.
he pondered with the one island, with the one underground sea, did not shuffle, drew a Brainstorm, so didn't have any counter magic.
Okay.
But then there was a card, one card down, was the Grafdigger's Cage. So presumably hit it one card down to hide it from,
Yeah,
any
hide it from
future
Thoughtseize. Yeah,
And
yep.
he's going to play it right here.
Yeah, okay. Woodrow's saying Quincy should bring in Barrowgoyf. I think that's a pretty good call.
Yeah.
I don't know what he cuts for it there, but yeah, Jacque has a lot of graveyard hit. But remember, Quincy also doesn't know just how strong Jacque's deck is against graveyard. But you gotta assume if he's running main deck Emperor Bones that it's gotta have something.
Yeah.
he's definitely respecting graveyard.
Right, definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, Grafdigger's Cage doing some work here.
Yeah, and I did see a Brainstorm and a Metamorphosis Fanatic from Quincy's side, so he might try to get the setup in the next two turns.
And there comes the Nethergoyf. All right, so we got a clock as well.
See a Judge Call Fanatic Miracle works with Cage on board since it's a card in your hand. I believe that's correct.
Miracle works with Cage on board.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so. Because it's in your hand.
You do need to draw the card.
Yep, it's not in your library anymore.
So.
The Miracle part works, but the Reanimate part isn't going to work, right? Because
Right.
it can't enter from the graveyard. So you can still cast it for B1, but you can't.
Yeah.
You can't actually reanimate something with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to get a
4/4
pretty
lifelinker.
efficient 4/4 lifelinker
Yeah.
here.
God, this card is so good. Nethergoyf about to get bigger. He just needs one more card type.
A 2-mana 4/4 lifelinker is like almost not above rate in Legacy anymore, right?
I hate that that's true.
It's like it's getting close. Yeah.
Do we know what that third card in Jacque's graveyard is? Maybe a land?
I see Nile Spellbomb, Ponder, and I'm not sure what the other. It's probably like a fetch land or something. Oh, it's probably the Brainstorm or the Ponder. Oh no, there's the Ponder, right?
Jacque's going to brainstorm in response to a Thoughtseize. Draw two more Brainstorms because, I don't know, this is Legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a proxy tournament, so yep, those aren't real underground seas.
Yeah, I mean, we asked the players to be sort of like, I don't know if full color proxies are the requirement, but they
I'm
did.
not sure.
They
I
at
didn't
least,
see anyone with black and white proxies.
yeah, they need to be
yeah.
readable by the cast and by the opponent.
Yeah.
Can't just Sharpie,
Yeah.
UC
Flip over a card and write
Yeah.
big pen on the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone's had pretty good proxies.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny? It's the people who are not proxying. I can't tell what their cards are 90% of the time. Like,
Yeah,
there's always
'cause
at
they,
least one
like-
card in their deck that
They got some secret layer that looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card or
and
something.
I don't know.
All right, we got Murktide, Brainstorm, Daze.
Yeah, which means Jacque tucked one of the. He tucked a Force of Will, so I think he feels this is
Yeah.
still going to be a relevant part of the matchup.
So he knows that even if Quincy takes a Brainstorm, he can still Brainstorm into the Force of Will.
Yeah.
But he's got a Graph Digger's Cage in here. He feels pretty secure. I mean, I gotta think you just take Murktide here, right? You can't.
think so.
You can't let him Murktide.
The Daze is not relevant, and the two Brainstorms, you take one, and then the other one
Well,
is.
Daze
still
looks
good.
pretty relevant. He's sitting on 2 lands over there. But yeah, you can't let him Murktide here.
Yeah.
That's just craziness. Is that what he took? I didn't catch it. Yeah, that's what he
Yeah,
took.
he took-
Okay.
Orcish Bowmaster is going to be excellent.
Against those Brainstorms, yeah. Right, so it looks like he found a frog.
Yeah. And
And
there's
a
gonna be
Bowman?
Barrowgoyf off the top.
Okay, so there's
Yeah.
the Barrowgoyf.
Yeah.
Frog, Barrowgoyf. He's got some goods
He's
here.
got threats, yeah.
Yeah.
And this Nethergoyf up to a 5/6 now means it can hold the Metamorphosis Fanatic back.
Yep.
That's going to be huge.
Okay, there's Fatal Push, Nile Spellbomb, and I couldn't see what the last card was.
It's going to be a Daze. That might be really big, actually. If Quincy finds the 4th mana, he might try to play 2 creatures in 1 turn.
Yeah, and run right into that Daze.
But then-
Although, Quincy knows he has the Daze.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, bud, what's up?
Just seeing what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
You guys commentating?
We are commentating.
Right, so the the Nethergoyf's up to a 5/6. It's the biggest boy in town now.
Yeah, going to be tough for the Fanatic to get past it. Yeah. We got Nick in the booth. Nick, how you doing?
What's up, y'all?
Say hi
Mama
to the
Nick.
people. Yeah, Nick was on camera round 3, I want to say.
Maybe? Yeah, with lands.
Playing against Painter with lands.
Don't
so.
judge me.
Oh, it was a good match.
It was a really good match.
Yeah.
We got a little confused by that Phyrexian Dragon Engine ruling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It turns out it was a mistake. That I could have
Really?
The Soul Guy Leonard can exile it when it's on when you cast it.
That's what the chat said, but yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like Rudy says, "Tell Mama Nick I love him," and Tim Everett says, "You like that."
Thank you, everyone.
We got a celebrity in the booth. So Jacque gonna go for the Brainstorm right here. Fatal Push, Ponder, and Thoughtseize. I gotta imagine that Thoughtseize looks pretty appealing right now.
I think I'm slamming that Thoughtseize, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is gonna be tough. Sort of a bit of a standstill right here.
Yeah, Moses, we're big fans of proxies here too. So we're running a proxy vintage event tomorrow too. So anyone in the area, it's $10, and we're giving away a Tundra or an Underground Sea if you make top 4. So it's a pretty good plus store credit payout. So it's pretty good EV and full proxy as always.
Great event, great people. Yeah.
Well, I'm there, so you can't really say that, but
Yeah. No, proxies are, I mean, I don't think anyone who loves Legacy is going to tell you that they don't like proxies. As long as they're, the opponent
there's
puts
some. And there's the Thoughtseize. Yep.
You put effort in making them readable, I think it's, really the only
All
thing.
right. So, Bowmaster, Frog, Barrow. What do you take here?
Do you still have Brainstorms in hand?
I might have cast them both.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good first question.
Maybe the Barrowgoyf then, right?
Well, so Quincy has 3 mana, and Jacque has a Daze. So I think I like Frog here.
Okay.
The Bowmaster doesn't do too much, knowing you don't have Brainstorm.
Yeah.
And you can Daze the Barrowgoyf. Although if Quincy draws a land, that changes, and it looks like he did. But he can still probably force this, right?
Yeah, let's see if he has it.
There's force.
Force
pitching the
Daze.
Daze. Now
Yeah.
he can pitch the Daze. Yep.
Okay. And the remaining card is the Bowmaster, which he'll just,
Yeah, you're not too concerned about the
he'll
Bowmaster
just play
here,
around
right?
that from now on.
Yeah, you got a 5/6 beating into a 4/4 lifelink. Although If he just doesn't block, you end up.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
didn't know he has the Fatal Push in hand, so I thought that was kind of
Yep,
boy.
but you can't Fatal Push it's a 6 mana, right?
Yeah, I was wondering why he took
yeah.
the Psychic Frog, since he had the Fatal Push.
Oh, right, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still Fatal Push the Bowmaster too.
Right.
So
And you know what time it is?
what time is it?
It's Murktide time.
Oh man.
Gonna swing with the Nethergoyf right here.
Yep. So this is weird. If you swing and he swings back for 4 life linking, he's actually coming out ahead on this.
Right.
Right. He's gonna lose 5 and gain 4, but you're gonna lose 4. But that looks like a good reason to do it.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yep.
5 cards exiled, and so that's
all
gonna be
instants.
I believe so.
I think that's
Comes in as an 8/8.
That's an 8/8 flyer.
Yep.
I hear that has a way of closing out games, especially when your opponent's at 9.
Love the idea that Metamorphosis Fanatic is the smallest thing on the board right now.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Yeah. Well, is the Nethergoyf shrink at all? I couldn't quite tell. No, still 5. Man, he managed to exile 5 cards and keep his Nethergoyf the same.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, Moses. I think Bowmaster it's still fine, but it's kind of had its impact on the meta, driving out a lot of the X1 decks already. And
It's good at killing other Bowmasters. That's yeah.
Remember Deathrite?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
How do you stop your opponent's Deathrite?
Deathrite.
Just cast your own Deathrite. It's so simple. Yeah, that was a miserable play pattern.
Yeah.
Brainstorm right here from Quincy. I see 2 Entombs, and
Ooh.
that's definitely not a Duress in his hand. I don't know what that one is. Oh,
yeah.
maybe an Underground. See, yeah, it was
Okay.
white bordered. Yeah, and this is tough. I mean,
It doesn't look. It looks like a Bowmaster Entomb.
yeah. 3 bricks and died. Yeah. Jacque is just, I mean, he's killing it. Every time we've seen this deck on camera twice, and it's looked amazing both
I think
times.
this deck is really well optimized to beat Reanimator. Is what
I
it
think
seems
so
like.
as well. Plus, being a blue-black deck, it seems like it's got a serious game against,
Against a lot of other things.
yeah,
too.
a pretty wide swath of decks.
And like, incidental main deck Grave Hate is like, it's not a thing you do just against Reanimator anymore. It's like being able to Nihil Spellbomb their graveyard's good against Painter and against the Mirror and all that type of stuff.
Right,
so.
absolutely.
And same with Emperor Bones.
I think.
All right, so he's gonna play. Yep, and he can block the Barrowgoyf or the Nethergoyf. But that Murktide's getting through for 8, and he's
Still
gonna
take an 8 in the
put
air.
Quincy to 1.
Yeah. That Petty Theft on the Metamorphosis Fanatic was really big. Looks like Quincy's not going to be able to block and kind of lifesteal or life gain back up.
When he knows what his top cards are, right? Oh, because he can entomb and shuffle, right? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, this is the Hail Mary, right?
Yeah, you gotta. Hey, maybe you rip something.
Entomb, go for the Archon of Cruelty, untap, draw the Animate Dead.
Well, he's got a Gareth Figures Cage.
Then I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea what his out is.
If he finds something that bounces the Murktide, he can get a turn. Petty Theft.
He got a Petty Theft.
Yeah, that
That
buys
is
him a
big.
turn. Yep, that buys him possibly a couple turns, right? Because he can Petty Theft. Jacque can replay the Murktide, and then
he can
cast the Petty Theft and block the Murktide with it. So
right. Yeah, it's a big top deck. I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but
and the Fatal Push.
Yeah.
That makes it lethal. And there's the handshake.
That's a handshake shot coming out with a clean 2-0 right here over the